But look at that one glowing there. This one. Just look at those right there. And they're just like the ones in the sky, just smaller because they're on the ground. They get larger and larger and then go up in the air. And then they look like a star. By midnight that'll be up higher in the air and it'll look like a star. Because it'll pick up all the orbs and the nucleus will get larger and brighter, and then it'll go up and be just like a star. It'll be indistinguishable from a star if you're not looking at it with a high-powered lens. So those are new clusters there tonight. Just want to see something else. I have no clue what that is, but that's the same height as I am. I mean altitude as I am. I'm 18 stories up. The camera is flat out straight right towards it, and that's about 250 feet up off the ground. There is nothing that it seems to be attached to, and there's nothing around it. And it shows up with those lights. It's got the same lights, except now right in the middle of it there's that long light, and then there's some lights right there, the clusters there on top. And you can practically see that there's something inside. There's lights on the bottom. Look at all the lights on the bottom. Okay, that looks like it's some kind of a craft. And those look like some kind of power cells. That's what they look like to me, power cells. And there looks like a lot of energy coming out that end. All that purple and white. And over here it looks like it's got power cells. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 right there at the edge on the bottom. Bottom right. Then up here there's a lot of movement. It's a real weird shape. Looks like a box. It's got that big white light on the bottom and those 4 smaller white lights there on the corner. Then it's got these 2, and then it has all this energy coming out that side there, and you can see the flow of energy is going from the right to the left. Just watch that energy field and how fast that's going. Just like sheer energy. So that's back along with everything else, and that's what the whole thing looks like. It looks like some kind of a box or a cube, but it's not a perfect cube. It's a rectangular box-like object, and it's an object of some sort, but it looks transparent, like you can see inside. You can see all the energy happening inside. You can see yellow, green, white, even brown, and then on the bottom you can see purple and reddish looking energy going off to the left bottom, and on the right bottom in the corner you see the 4 lights or power cells, I think they are, and then you see the big one right next to them, and then there's 2 in the back on the other side on the left on the bottom. So that's another thing, and there's a large one on the bottom there on below everything. The one down here, and that's the cluster. That's what that is. That's a cluster. And these, I don't know if they're clusters or not. They seem attached to that object. Just watch all the movement and look at all the things. It looks like you could see right inside of it. It has some kind of internal structure, and it has energy. Look at the energy inside. Just look at that energy. And this is not camera flare. This is nothing like that. Look at the 4 cells there in the front, on the bottom right there. And just look at the energy that it's producing. It's incredible. Look at over here, this part. This is the top. That's the top. That's the middle. And that's the bottom. It's got a lot of energy coming along the bottom, and there's a lot of energy moving through the middle. And that's where the energy concentration is. I'm going to back off so you can get a better look at the whole thing. That's hovering, right? 250 feet about in the air with nothing around it. The whole area below it is trees. There's nothing around it. It's absolutely by itself. Now I see another object way over on the west side. I'd have to move the entire thing over so I can get at it. I'm just going to move things out of the way so I can go for it. Okay, I'm going to get back to that. I want to change this around. Okay, it's exhibiting the same energy level as that box thing, but this is a cluster. Look how fast the orb revolutions are, and look how hot the plasma looks. It's bright white, and when they slow down it goes into yellow, and it's green on the outside. Those are all energy levels. It shows where the motion and the speed of the orbs is the greatest. It's the greatest where it's white hot. But the whole thing is one dense nucleus of a much larger cluster. And there they go, choking me. And it's all these orbs in the air. And they could be micro size or a giant, and they all get together. And this is a nucleus of a large cluster. So I want to go back to the box. And there's that hat-looking thing, the saucer, with the extra orbs tonight. Oh, sorry. I bumped into the camera myself. Okay. That's what that looks like. You can see that it has dimension. It's a rectangular box. Sort of a cubical shape in some way. but it has what look like power cells there on the right bottom corner. It has a larger light next to them, then two more at the back. Now the energy at the back is blue, and it was purple before, so that means it's colder most likely, or maybe hotter, I can't tell. It might be hotter. Looks like it's hotter. That whole thing looks like a large engine or something. A power cell. The whole bottom. If I can get it just right to look at the whole thing. So that looks like some kind of craft to me. And it's hovering. You could see it just slight motion. And like I said, it's about 250 feet high as 18 stories. The camera is like straight out and flat, right towards it. And it's that's about 4 or 5 kilometers away. And I'm probably about 300x, something like that. I don't have the displays on because I want to be able to see the full view. If I put the displays on, then they cover everything and I can't see what's going on. So I take the displays off. That's why I don't know exactly how many x zoom I'm at. And I like to see the whole frame without the disruption or the displays in the way. So you could just see the energy there in that middle. I just want to get that close. Right there. Just look at the energy and you can see right inside. You can see right inside. The whole thing is transparent. So it's some kind of an energy box or a cube, rectangular cube. And you can see that it's moving a little bit, and it's hovering. But you can see right inside of it. It's transparent. And just show the whole thing. Go a little bit closer. So that's a strange looking thing. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely hovering, and it's 3 or 4 kilometers away, and it's got a lot of energy. It's got power cells, and it has a lot of energy flow right through the middle, and especially at the bottom as well. And it just is just all energy, the whole thing. You can clearly see that it's all energy. I'm just gonna see if I can see anybody. Sometimes that happens. You can see it has compartments These are compartments. So that there on top is compartments, and I don't know if those are figures of people or whatever, but there's definitely like a part inside of it, a couple of parts. And over here too in the front. And just move it over. You can even see the orbs. Looks like some kind of an orb ship, because you could see the orbs counter-rotating, counterclockwise rotating, especially the white orbs. You can see them in really fast movement. The whole thing is full of orbs, and it has a space inside. That all of that is inside of it. Okay, let's look at the bottom. Actually, that's the middle. I'll look at the bottom later. So this is the right side. You can see the orbs there where the black part is on top in the middle. You can see the orbs in a circle rotating counterclockwise and very fast. And there are two clusters. One cluster is faced vertically, left to right, and the other one is faced horizontally, right at and below it. And then there's that large white light. I don't have a clue what that is. That looks like some energy field. And then down here on the bottom, it looks like all engines, just power cells, all of them. There's 4 in the front, right there, 2 and 2, and then there's a big white light, and that looks like an energy cell because it has a tail going to the left. That's the way the energy is flowing. And then these ones over here, and you see the blue energy field. It was purple before, now it's blue, but you could see that the energy throughout the whole bottom part there, from the middle down, is going all towards the left, counterclockwise. So that's that object. I'm going to go and look at the hat looking thing one more time.